This is where we got to yesterday. AC compressor had to come off again because it bolts into the sump. So that's all clean, ready to go on. I did try and do it yesterday, got the sealant all on, and then really struggled to actually mount the bloody thing and messed it all up, so I had to wipe all the sealant off and start again. So I thought that was late last night and I was making bad decisions, and I thought, right, it's time just to slow down. So that's the first thing I'm going to do today. Once the sump is on, at that point, AC compressor can go back on. There's no reason why I can't get the bumper bar on, the radiator on. I might as well just put it all back together, get the wheels on, get the car down, and then I can get the crank pulley done up, get the belt on, and then we'll be ready to see if it starts. And get this sealant on, and we're going to go for it. We did it, it's on. So now it's going to be AC compressor can bolt in and stay on. Doesn't need to come off again. We're going to get the radiator, slam panel and rad housing all mated back together and stuck on the car. The sealant's had some time to cure, so I'm just going to double check the torque settings for the sump bolts. Sump 8 Newton meters plus 90 degrees. Right, the next ridiculous job I've got to do. So, been putting out fires basically today. I've kind of spent all day getting the sump on. That's now sorted. This is a bolt for the bumper bar, where the bumper bar meets the chassis rail. One of those, the holes in the chassis rail is has been misthreaded and this won't go in. So I can't get the slam panel on and bumper bar until I re-tap that hole. Because this is in the chassis rail, it's part of the car. Literally is the chassis of the car. So if I balls this up, it's not completely game over, but I can't use this bolt. I could probably re-tap with an M10, I guess. So as I've got up, try it with an M10 and find a bolt. But I really don't want to have to do that. I really want to get this right first time. The fact that there's already a hole there means I should be able to keep it fairly square as long as I get the first few threads cut. I've never done this before, so hopefully it will go well. This is the one. I've checked all the others and the bolt goes in fine. This is the one, however, yeah, as we immediately start to try and tighten it, it kicks off angle and it doesn't want to turn. So Please work, please work, please work. Oh my god, it worked. That comes through right in. Legendary. Just in case there was any doubt. Yes. Right, I'm back. I've had 3 days away from here because I've had work in, and now I'm back. It's been made clear to me by the chap at VW that I do need to swap the injectors over. So I'm undoing some of the work that I've done. We've got to take this inlet manifold off, which is what I'm doing now. Underneath that is the fuel rail. I've got to unbolt the fuel rail, take that off, and at that point I'm going to stop there and wait for the tool to come. Then I can pop these injectors, pop those injectors. Then I've got to clean the injectors and reseal them. Then I can pop them back in and carry on, rebuild everything, and get back to where it was. The intake manifold is off, as you can see. The fuel rail is off, as you can see. And if you're particularly eagle-eyed, you'll notice that all but one of the injectors is out. That's all 4 injectors cleaned and seals removed. So these are the seals that I had to cut off here. And they just make sure that it fits snugly in the cylinder head. But yeah, not too bad, cleaned up alright. There's still a little bit of skank on the main body, but that's not really an issue. It's just making it all needs to be as clean as possible to make sure it fits, the seals fit properly and everything. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Right, today is the day. I've got the seal kits. I've done the the sort of boring bit of putting those on, and now I've got to put the little PTFE seals on. This is the bit that's going to take the time, that's going to be a bit difficult. So yeah, so I'm going to get on with that, and then we'll get the injectors in, we'll get the fuel rail on, rebuild the engine bay. Okay, done the fuel rail, torqued up, high pressure fuel pump, torqued up. Now, basically just getting this positioned, because there's a lot of stuff to route correctly. I just want to make sure that I do it all properly. Don't end up with like this, for example. Like a connector trapped somewhere it doesn't need to be. Basically, I just need to get inside here, or not inside, underneath it, have a little bit of a play around, make sure the hoses are square and the connectors have got enough reach and everything. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll check back in a minute. Okay, it's a good place to stop now. The injectors are all in with new seals on. Got all this engine back together, and yeah, airbox on, sensors on, hoses on, hoses on. Everything is clipped in where it's meant to be. I'm going to do a good double check of everything anyway. We're where we were about a week ago, but with the right injectors. So we're in a really good place to get all of this AC condenser and radiator squared away, and then yeah, then we're in really good shape. So as long as that goes well, we'll be looking to attempt to start the car either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Got these hoses on, that was the last thing I did. Oh look, see, this is where little mistakes happen. So I've actually just forgotten to put that hose clip over the end of the metal connector where it needs to go. So it's like little things like this that really I've just got to check and double check everything, because I don't want to knacker it trying to start it up because of some stupid mistake like that. So reconnected the fuel rail sensor, lower coolant hose, routed everything, cable tied everything in as it's supposed to be. Airbox is on, turbo intake is on. This is just held on by cable ties. So I'm going to get the slam panel on, radiator in the right place, get all this back together, get it all the hoses connected up. But yeah, so this is the end game. So I'm going to get on and get this all back together.
In an endless dusk we prosper, when everything
radiator, AC, condenser, bumper bar, rad housing, all connected and hooked up. The coolant hoses, bottom coolant hoses are on here and on the other side, and there's two at the top that are on. Fans connected, thermostats connected, temperature sensors connected. Right, it is 9:20 on the 28th of January, and it's 3 degrees today. Today is the day we're going to try and get this car started. I need to charge the battery. I'm sure it's been sat in the cold for the best part of a month. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smash through my checklist, just make sure I've done everything. Everything's tightened, everything's locked down, everything's connected, and then it's going to be time to fire it up. Right, so I've just been going over everything, and I think we're in pretty good shape. Just getting the death strap on, and I'm just doing like idiot checks now. I need to just check and double check everything, make sure that I haven't made any stupid mistakes. Obviously I'm not going to be leaving bolts in the engine bay. Make sure there's no tools, no rags left in there, just like properly idiot check it all. We're in pretty good shape, everything's on, everything's connected, so we're going to get the oil in first, and then get the coolant in, bleed that, battery on, and yeah, it's showtime. Okay, well, we've got a dash reading of some sort, and I'm going to turn the ignition on and just listen. Okay, so we've got an engine warning light. Now, the only thing I will say about that is we did have a problem before, so it might just be an old code. We've got 4 reports come up. Vehicle status, start, stop. Tyre pressure, that's nothing to worry about. Daytime running light, front park pilot, oil change. I mean, that's just pretty incredible if that's the only issues. So it's, daytime running lights aren't connected, so we don't need to worry about that. Front park pilot, that's in the bumper, so that's not connected. So next step is, we've left it on a bit, let's turn it off. And on again. We get a sort of funny little noise. Park pilot, 2 reports, 3 reports. Oh, that's going to come up again, presumably. That's fine. Leave it for sort of 10 seconds or so. Turn it off again. 1 more. Sure it'd be the same deal. Well, what we know is there doesn't seem to be anything glaringly wrong code-wise on ignition. So the first thing we're going to do is jump out, and we're just going to see if the coolant level's gone down, in which case we put some more coolant in, check the oil and check for leaks. And if that's all good, then it's time to try and start it. The coolant hasn't moved. The engine oil is quite high, but that's fine. Like, it's all sunk down into the sump, but I think that's going to be fine because there's none in the engine at the moment, so it will probably need topping up. And mainly, there's no leaks. Nothing's dripping from the coolant system, and there's no oil on the floor. So all that's left now to do is to try and fire it up. This is legitimately nerve-wracking, actually. So, yeah, even though there's 0 stakes, and we wouldn't scrap this car anyway, this is 3.5, 4 weeks of pretty more or less constant effort and expense. Let's go. Battery's connected. Everything's off. Ignition on. This is it, all or nothing, here we go. press the clutch to start.